Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my live stream. I'm looking very yellow right now. Should have done a white balance before I went live. Kind of throwing it together. I'm also looking at some stuff going on in the news right now, too. So sorry about that. I always like doing my trolling on Twitter as well. Some of you fellows that follow me probably see. So you could look me up. I have my real name and my face on there. Because I think that's right. I hate the people that troll and they don't put the real face and the fake name. But I'm all real. So, anyways, I hope all is well here today. This is the second stream of today. Didn't get much activity. I was trying to get on the UK or HubNet UK. It was a little quiet. There was a net right when I got on, and by the time I came back, it was over, and nobody was home. So that's unfortunate. For the most part, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Excuse me. It's kind of nice having a night off, though. Pardon me. I just got done eating dinner, shoving some food down my throat. By the way, David, I don't know if you're going to be around on Wednesday afternoon, around 1:30 or so, maybe 2. I'm going to be up at Dodger Stadium at my work QTH, and I'm going to do a live stream up there. I think I've been on Freestar UK. I'm going to be testing out my compact antenna for range. The other day, what day was I was up there? I did 2 days. I did Saturday and Sunday. I was up on my super gainer on Saturday up at Lot P, which is the reason why I'm giving you different parking lots is they're on a hill. And when I was on the second day on Sunday when I did the live stream, I was in Lot B, which was below Lot P. But anyways, on Lot P, as in Paul, on Saturday, I made a contact all the way down on San Diego, East San Diego. I forget the name of the peak, but it's in there on the live stream from Saturday. Made a bunch of contacts around Southern California, the Valley. I talked to Lou. I used to talk to him on sideband quite a bit. Talked to Gabe, K6EGG in Cyprus. And a couple other fellows over in Long Beach, stuff like that, San Pedro. Somebody on an HT there. So that place is very strategically placed. I'd love to put a repeater up there, like hide it or something, but I don't think that's going to happen. I want to see if I can get a signal into Chino or Corona from up there. So I'm going to text some people before I go live on Wednesday. I don't think I'm not going to have time tomorrow, and I might be able to hit you in Woodland Hills. We'll see. So be tuning in, or at least be on Discord. Go get the notification when I'll be live. I can't give you an exact time because it depends on traffic, and they might move what time I have to be there, and I'm going to get there a few minutes early so I can play around and do the live stream. I don't want to do it during work time. I did one during work time on Sunday, but I did it during my lunch, and I ate up all my lunch, and I didn't really get to eat. But I had some time during the game to eat. But anyways, that's it of the montage, not the montage, but the whatever the intro, whatever they call it. I think I'm going to try maybe some 91 Worldwide. I was on 30 Charlie earlier. I should have got this ready before, but like I said, I just walked in from eating dinner with my parents, my wife, and Haley. It was my mom's birthday. So making sure my pies, or pardon me, my open spot is not doing a update. I'm gonna go to 91 Worldwide, I think. Studio mode, open spot. And there we go. All right. So I got this new thing here. It's called the Stream Deck. I can basically, so Sorry, I was getting some text messages in there. If you can see here, I have all my different scenes on there, so it's like a little video switcher. So I'm just programming that. I usually program that up before I get on the live stream. The other thing I'm doing here, hold on. The other thing I was doing there was I had my volume up for my microphone. Key in, make sure I get in there. For analog, so I have to turn it down for DStar. I was sad. But I did go on the SkyHub Colorado. I think they have a net in about 30 minutes. Yeah, the sad ham button there. I also have the Haley cam here. Let me go back to here. Right here. The Haley cam. So whenever I want... sorry, I got to get used to that. So I just hit that, and then that's when Haley walks in the room. Oop, just about broke that thing. It's pretty cool stuff. It's called Stream Deck. Somebody was nice enough to donate that to me. I really appreciate that. I guess he didn't want me saying his name. So I said it in earlier live streams. But anyways, he's been pretty good about helping me out. Sorry to hear that, JJ. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen the next day, man. So let's get to some radio. Stay away from the news right now because there's some crazy stuff going on. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 91 worldwide from Southern California. Mondays are usually quiet. The button's getting noisy there. You heard it pop. Try one more time here. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 91 worldwide from Southern California, 40 minutes east of downtown Los Angeles. Also live streaming right now on YouTube with a link on my QRZ site, or you can type my call letters K6EGG into the search engine of YouTube. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California, standing by on or monitoring 91 worldwide. The reason why I went a little bit longer there is sometimes people have multiple what's it called? Radios or hotspots, and it's on scan mode, and it may not hit it with my shorter transmission. You got to figure with all those repeaters, I think there's like 1,500 repeaters. Somebody's got to be listening on this. I'm absolutely amazed that no one's listening to this right now. So I guess I'll go over to the YSF side of America Link. See if anybody's on there. Like I said, Mondays are usually bad.
Open spot connected to YSF reflector 3.
Lots of nets going on right now too.
2.
I have my my unit and scanner, my BC-780. It looks like there's probably 4 or 5 different nets going on and some local repeaters here. Lots of nets going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring America Link from Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Also doing a little live stream on YouTube as well. Boy, if it keeps going like this, I might have to abandon the live stream tonight, which sucks because I'm not going to be able to do another night one until Thursday at the earliest. Anybody home? All right. This is going swimmingly well right now. All right. Dead, Monty. Nobody's talking. I'm on reflector 30 Charlie now. See, this is what happens. This is what happens, Monty. You know, people like you talk too much on the radio. Sad hams are out there that says you talk too much on radios. Then everybody gets scared and does not want to talk on the radio. So, Monty, I'm blaming you, man. It's all your fault. Uh-oh. I have a visitor.
Me.
Who is me? Tell me about your new little toy there. Our new kitty. Okay, you got to say something about it, though.
I don't know.
What's your kitty's name?
I don't know.
You don't know? Here, you want to take him? That's a hint. It's a him. Oh, Haley, I thought you had him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So what's your kitty's name?
It's Strider.
Strider. Okay. All right, she's off in her own little world right now. Let's get back at it here.
Oh, man.
This is Greg K6EGG monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California.
Dad is going to come into my room.
Yeah, in a little while.
Yay!
In a little while, though.
Okay.
You want to hit the Haley button?
Uh-huh.
Which one's the Haley button?
In here?
Well, you tell me.
The Haley.
We'll hit it and see what happens. Oh, there you go.
Bigger.
Yeah, hit the one that says Pi Star.
Where? Right there?
Yep.
Huh.
You got to hit it again. You didn't hit it hard enough.
Where?
One says Pi Star. There you go. All right, copy that, Monty. You have a good morning over there in the UK. Haley, get your hand out of your mouth.
She's putting a vitamin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that part. You're going to say, yeah, Daddy, shut up. All right, Haley, I'll be in there in a little bit. Wow, that was interesting. Nobody's talking here. This is Greg K6EGG monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California. 40-mile drive east of downtown Los Angeles in the city of Chino. Also live streaming right now on YouTube. I was wondering if anybody was on the reflector today. It seemed a little quiet. Once again, this is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf from Southern California. La 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 la, I gotta fix that button. I've never not got a call back on
Southern California from Maine. This is N1
There we go.
UHF. How are you?
N1 UHF. I'm doing good. Just had a daughter walked in. Going to say goodnight to her for a few minutes. Seems a very, very quiet night in the world of amateur radio. was pretty quiet on Reflector 30 Charlie. Didn't look like it was that active. I left my hotspot on just to see if there'd be a lot of people talking, and it didn't look like it. There was. How are you doing tonight? What's left of it there? N1 UHF K6EGG. Right on there, Jeff.
Doing pretty well. Just got finished lifting weights and playing with my cat. She was craving attention, throwing a ball around and having fun with her. But I thought I'd jump in to let you know your radio is working. But yeah, it's been quiet. 30 Charlie. I've been testing out my ID51 and my hotspot and doing range testing to see how far I could walk around the neighborhood. Yeah, it's rather quiet today, unusually quiet. And even on my local repeaters, I had a very active repeater. It's a fusion repeater about 5 miles from me. It's usually pretty good, during the day. From 8 a.m. to 1 in the afternoon, there was not one single person that came on that entire time.
Well, I guess a lot of people have the Mondays or something. I notice Mondays are normally a little more quieter than the rest of the week. Maybe everybody's all burned out from talking all weekend or something like that. It seemed to be a little busy Saturday and Sunday, at least when I was trying to talk to people. So all good. I made a couple contacts today. At least one on the Sky. I think it's called Sky Bridge or something like that, Colorado or something like that. And nobody was on the UK HubNet, which was weird. On my Allstar node, which was strange.
Yeah, I agree. All across the board, just down today. Yeah, the weekend wasn't bad. You're thinking of SkyHub. Yeah, I keep that reflector on my Fusion radios. On my Fusion, I have an FDM 100 I use as an access point. 5 watts to my outdoor antenna, so I could walk a couple of miles away from the house and get into that. And I sometimes put SkyHub on there to see some activity. I don't have a handle on SkyHub yet on when it's active or not. It seems like not quite as active all the time either. I think the Georgia one is a good one I get on. That's the East Coast reflector that has a lot of activity on. But for some reason, a lot of people from UK jump in there. So that depends on the time of day. That's a good one to get on as well. But I didn't get a chance to do that. I was mainly listening today. I couldn't get on too much and talk. But I jumped on once in a while. I noticed that you have a 9700. How do you like that radio? That's my dream radio. I sold my 910 I used to use for EME, and now I'm going to try a 7100. But I love 1.2 gigs, so I really, one of these days, should get a 9700. How are you enjoying yours?
I really like it. The menu system on it is fairly simple. I use the RT system software to program it. Very easy to navigate that software, cut and pasting, very similar to whatever Excel by Microsoft. Functionality of the radio is great. I think it sounds great. I'm not using a stock microphone. I'm using a studio microphone, but I've gotten good reports off audio-wise. The receiver on it, especially for sideband's really good. Doesn't pick up too much noise. It's really clean. The filtering on it's really nice. I got to be honest with you, I haven't touched the 1.2 at all, so I can't give you any info on that. Just because mainly the repeaters here in my area are not very active for the 1.2, so I don't really touch that too much, or actually at all. So all in all, great radio. It was a update from TS2000 I had that eventually got sick and pretty much died. I think I lost a receive on it. So this was a pleasant upgrade, although I lost the HF side of things, which I liked about my my TS2000. The other thing I lost that I really enjoyed, to make your point about you can connect the things when you're away from your house, is the crossband repeat I had with it. I really enjoyed that feature because it allowed me to get into distant repeaters if I talked on them or listened to them from my, if I walk around my neighborhood with an HT, or I drive around my car, I can be 20 miles away and still connect to it. So that's my That's my 2 cents, nickels worth of free advice of the Icom 9700. I'll send it back over to you, N1 UHF. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Daddy, hi.
Hi.
N1 UHF. Yeah, great. Thanks for the minute review of that radio. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple of the Kenwood 2000s. I had one with 1.2 gig, but I wasn't using it as much either. But now that I got an
I'll go in your room in about 5 minutes, okay?
Just I set everything up and then I break it down. I'm in an HOA. But I'd love to try
I know how
EME
to
with
do that.
1.2 gig and get a dish. And that would be kind of fun. I do everything on the cheap and really small. I'm not going to use AZEL elevators. Then you got big bucks coming, but portable. So I had hankering for that idea. If I ever do that, then I'll pick one up if I see one. Like open box is a good way to get them from HRO or something. But yeah, I forgot about the crossband repeat function on that. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing radio for the time. I stayed away from it at first because it's not the most pretty looking radio. Looks like it has a big nose, kind of a thing. But once you have one, you play with it. The way everything is laid out is just perfect. It's a great radio. But yeah, it's aging now, and the receiver is a good all around. A lot of Yaesu radios. It's not going to have the receiver like your 9700 by any means. Well, it doesn't have HF, but that's supposed to go with the 7300. So there's an excuse if you don't have one to get a 7300 to go along with that. And you're going to know everything about the Minion system because they're identical radios. That's a good way to do that. I got to jump out of here now. It's been a pleasure talking with you. I'm glad that you got on and gave it a try, even though it's pretty quiet on 30 Charlie. N1 UHF, and I'll be clearing your final. We'll catch you next time here on DStar at my end, and probably your end too on your 9700. Back to you.
Copy that. Yeah, I was just about ready to say goodnight to my daughter. She'll be going to bed shortly, and I'm working pretty much nights the rest of the week. So it worked out perfect timing. Thanks for getting my call. It rang a few times, but it was good to hear you answered it. So just let you know, I'm also live streaming on YouTube right now. I think I talked to you a couple days ago. I'm just kind of doing it for fun. But anyways, you take care. And if you end up getting your new radio, jump on and let's see how it sounds and stuff like that. I'd love to talk to you again and compare. This is Greg, K6EGG. Back to monitoring on Reflector 30 Charlie and 1 UHF. You have a good one. So I'm going to go in and say goodnight to my daughter.
I thought I recognized your voice. I didn't look at the radio to see the call sign. I forgot you're in Southern California. Yeah, I've been enjoying your videos. I watched some of your live streams. And, you know what's funny? After you were talking to Chris, Digital Analog Ham,
yep.
He heard me later on while we were talking and actually commented on one of my YouTube videos and said, oh, that was me who commented on your video. So we got on the radio and I caught him on, I forgot how I talked to him, on 30 Charlie. And then we moved to a different reflector. So we talked for quite a while, but we said we never would have connected if it wasn't for you doing the live stream. So what a great service that you're doing. Keep it up. You're doing a good job, Craig. And I better let you go so you say goodnight to the little one. But yeah, thanks again for doing what you do. It's a great thing that helped me out a lot. So now I'm friends with over across the pond with Chris in the UK. All right, well, have a great evening, Craig. It's a pleasure talking to you again. N1 UHF, hopefully clear as well. 73s, take care, bud.
Copy that. I just want to add a real quick comment. Yeah, Chris is a good dude. He showed me a lot of things and sent a lot of info my way. We actually did a live stream together. We'd like to do it again at some point. But he had some really good info on the ID 52. So, all right, man, have a good night. This is Greg, K6EGG. Have a good one. All right, Jeff, not in Texas. You have a good one.
Yeah,
I know you had a busy night of editing. I'm just going to say goodnight to my daughter real quick.
K6EGG, KT9UD at my Gulf phone radio. How are you copying me?
Hey there, Tom. I was just going to step away for a minute, but it's good to hear you in there. I'm just going to say goodnight to Haley, and I'll be back in probably about 10 or 15 minutes. So this is Greg, K6EGG for KC9UDA.
All right. I will stand by and wait till you come back and talk to Haley again. KC9UDA.
Copy that. I'll be right back. So I'll be right back. As you just heard me say to Tom, I'm just going to put Haley to bed, or at least say good night. Pardon me, good night to her for a few minutes. Sup, Rob? All right, I'm back here. I don't know if Tom, if you're still around.
W1SR, portable in Juneau, Alaska. Listening.
W1SRR. This is Greg K6EGG, based in Southern California. I think I've talked to him before.
K6EGG from W1SR. Good evening, sir. How's California doing? It's cold up here.
It was a beautiful spring day with marine layer, whatever they call it in the morning, clouds, and then a nice sunny day and a great sunset. And I think I've talked to you before when you're in Florida, if I was correct. What are you doing up in Alaska, of all places? That's pretty far from Florida.
K6EGG. Yeah, I remember. I actually remember that. Vacation. We decided to go to take a cruise up to the Alaska, and first port of call was Juneau. I went ahead and the XY and myself, we went and activated a park over here, 4 parks on the air. And now we're back on the ship. Decided let me check out what's going on DStar before we head out to get something to eat. Over.
Copy that. I hope you're enjoying it out there. And are you using the satellite internet to connect to your... I'm guessing you have a hotspot you're connecting to there. I know I've talked to somebody off the coast. I think they're going in between Hawaii and San Diego or something like that once. The guy was on... And he was on 30 Charlie as well. So you're using a hotspot there through the ship internet, or you're at the port still?
Hey, Roger, we're still at the port, so I got my hotspot from T-Mobile, and I'm using OpenSpot 3 with the ID52. Once we get back on the ship and the ship starts moving to the next port of call, I'm going to have to shut it all down. Otherwise, T-Mobile's going to charge me a lot of money. I think it's like $15 a megabyte or some craziness to be online. So I'll shut it all down until I get to my next port of call.
Yeah, I've never been on a ship before, at least a cruise ship. But I know somebody had AT&T service, and they had some special rate for cruise ships to make phone calls, and it was like some some crazy amount, like $2.99 a minute or $4.99 a minute. So I know what you mean. So cool deal. At least you kind of feel like at home. You can jump on the radio and talk on your normal places there with your 52 and your hotspot. I know you liking your 52. I'll send it back over to you up in Alaska, W1SRR for Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming right now on YouTube.
All right, K6EGG, live streaming in YouTube. This is W1SRR. Yeah, actually I was trying to contact some of my friends from back home in Florida, but it seems like everybody's asleep. It's 2300 hours East Coast time. So, yeah, they're probably dozing off at the moment and into their second or third dream there. But needless to say, it was actually very nice. The capital city of Juneau, Alaska, is not very big, actually. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But it is the second biggest city in Alaska, so, but it's still very surprising for what we have here. and it was nice though, very nice. People seem a little strange to us, but then again, we're from Florida, so I guess we're strange to everyone else over.
Yeah, Alaska is one of my states I still want to hit. One of these days I'll make it up there. I want to I want to take a trip up there and spend some time up there. And I can't do the cruise ship because I get really bad seasick. But I've always wanted to go up there since I was a little kid. It just was something, I don't know, different to me, which you just mentioned. So I mean, Florida and Alaska about the polar, and I mean that in the truest way, polar opposites of the world. So I can definitely feel that. But I'm sure you're enjoying that scenery up there, especially mid spring right now, where stuff's just starting to thaw out. So you're starting to see a lot of clear, crisp stuff, and hope maybe you get some green up there too. So one of my 4 or 5 states that I have not hit in my life, I've been to the other 45 states, so that's one of them there. So I hope you enjoy your time there. By the way, it's been super quiet here on pretty much every band that I've been on today. So I think everybody passed out early and partied all weekend on HF and stuff like that. So they're taking they went to sleep a little early tonight. So that's probably what's happening. And considering it's 11 p.m., I wouldn't surprise that on the East Coast. So I'll send it back over to you there. Mike, I believe. This is Greg, K6EGG. I am not using a Vox. I have a foot pedal that I half the time I break
Greg,
and kick.
K6EGG from W1SLR. Yeah, totally right. As a matter of fact, we activated a park over here, and it's the first time activation of the park. It's not really much of a park. It's more of a historical site, and but it does count for parks on the air. And I got my 15 contacts, and I had a resort to FT8. It was just not doing it on sideband. So, I basically had contacts on what is that, 17, 20, 30 meters on those 3 bands, and forget about 2 meter simplex. There was just nothing going on. I
heard that.
Tried calling out on 2 meter simplex, and just I guess everyone's sleeping. I did notice one tower with a couple of Yagis on it and a vertical. So there is at least one ham radio operator here in Juneau. But other than that, very, very quiet in this area. So we're going to be moving up to, I believe it's Ketchikan. Ketchikan is the next protocol. And I don't think it's going to be any better because it's a lot smaller than than Juneau. But needless to say, as far as the water, I kid you not, the water has been smooth sailing. It's very, very smooth sailing here from Seattle up to Juneau. No waves. The ship was not rolling. My wife was a little apprehensive about
I'd still be barfing.
Sick and no problems at all. As a matter of fact, when we got off the ship, we were doing the whole the sea leg roll, if you will, when we were walking, because we got adjusted to the ship pretty good in about 2 or 3 days there. So I don't think you should have a problem if you do this trip. But it's not. I mean, you can just fly up. There's plenty of planes here.
Zero chance I'm going to be doing that.
And airports and stuff like that. It's Alaska, so it's not bad. It's not like we're going out to some remote spot in eastern Russia or something like that in Siberia on the other side of the ocean there. But
hey, Andy.
Very nice. You will enjoy yourself, and I highly recommend the cruise line. The one we're using is Norwegian, and very good service here. The food is great as well. Back to you, Craig, K6EGG from W1SR.
Copy that, Mike, about the ship. I just there was a lot of different components of me getting seasick. One of them's like the constant movement, slow movement. I was down in on our honeymoon down in Sydney, and we went over to Adelaide and went to a place called Kangaroo Island, and it's about a 3-hour, 2-hour boat ride, ferry ride over. And before we even got past the break, I was out feeding the fish, and I did took the whatever, the antihistamine, not the antihistamine, but the I forget the name of it. I just don't do good on boats. I've always done really bad, and it's kind of embarrassing because I come from a long line of naval personnel, I should say. My dad was in the Navy. Both my grandfathers were in the Navy. A couple uncles were in the Navy, and they're pretty high up. So it's a little bit embarrassing that I can't even get on a big boat and make it past the breakwater without getting violently ill. So I think I'm just going to take the flight up there and enjoy the scenery via the air, which I flew over it once going to Japan. And I told myself I'd get back there someday, and that was 20-something years ago. So hopefully get up there. So anyways, didn't want to hog it up, but I did want to answer your call out there. So it's good to hear you out there. And I'm glad you're enjoying your trip. And post some stuff on your QRZ if you get a chance with your park activations. And real quick, are you able to use your amateur radio on the ship itself? I mean, you'd have an excellent ground plane out there, and literally almost no noise, unless it's from the ship's generators. So I just wondered about that. Yeah, I don't have a Vox. It could have been internet dropping out on either one of our sides.
Greg, K6EGG from W1SRR. That would be a big negative, actually. It's prohibited items. They consider ham radio prohibited items. So when they asked me about it, I said it wasn't ham radio, it was amateur radio. And it was more so when I get off the ship, I can use it to do some testing. And so they went ahead and let it on board. So you just got to be careful what you say. And in all honesty, I'm not supposed to be using this, but we're here at port, and I don't think anyone is monitoring or they're using any special electronics on the bridge. But needless to say, I'm about ready to shut it down and go QRT so I can get some food, and the XYL is giving me the eye there. Well, I'm going to let you go, Craig. It's been a pleasure, and I would definitely post some pictures up when I get back to Florida. I'll see what pictures I have and post them on my QRZ page. So Alaska was a big one for me, as well as Hawaii. So I got those two knocked out, and now I just got to do maybe another 35 states, and I can have activated a park in each of the 50 states, which is my goal. So we'll see how that happens. Needless to say, I'll let you go. 73s, have a good evening, enjoy yourself, and we'll do it again, Craig. K6EGG from W1SRR.
Copy that, Mike. You and your wife enjoy your dinner there tonight. And once again, I wish I was out there, not necessarily on the boat, but enjoy that time out there, man, because that's what we're all work for, is to enjoy our time with our family and see the world. So this is Greg, K6EGG 73. And I'm going to be standing by and monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie, and still live streaming on YouTube with a link on my QRZ page. And also, if you want to type my call letters in the YouTube search box, K6EGG. Have a good one again, Mike.
This is W1SR. I'm QRT. Thank you very much once again. And I'll check your YouTube
Matt,
page in a bit. 73s.
Was I dropping out bad? You kind of dropped out a couple times, but it's like the internet, I think, that causes that. Another quiet night. Here on the live stream. Andy's up super late tonight. Or this morning for you.
Whiskey Zero Delta Radio Bravo.
That sounds like Jerry. America Link picked up a little bit. All right, well, I'll head over there. Let's see how that goes.
On the 9700, so I don't understand why am I not keying it. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, there's another station out there from Israel. So I'm gonna push it to the side here and let this gentleman speak here. And thanks for the comeback.
Back to America Link.
Thank you for the comeback. If you like, I don't got nothing to do. We can hang out for a little bit. This is K6EGG. So let me let the station in Israel come in. The station, go ahead. The 4X4 station.
I think I made a contact with somebody in Israel before, briefly. And of course, this is what my, there it goes.
That station in Israel, I believe you're in Israel, the 4X4 station. Are you still there?
This is Mark who's talking right now. I've talked to him before.
He left, I don't know.
He gone.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't understand why I'm not keying it there. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's conditions or something like that. I know we've been having some.
Thank you for the
rain,
update
some
there,
bad weather,
Sam.
So maybe the weather has something to do with it.
Yeah, bad weather in New York right now? I didn't think it was.
Okay, well, I should, as a matter of fact, give me the frequency of all the repeater that you say it is linked to the N3KZ, to see if you can hit that repeat, and then you can hear me.
It's Carlos right there. Talked to him, I believe, before.
System from Pennsylvania, the N3KZ Zulu system. So give me the frequency of the one that you connect direct to, and then I try to tune to that one to see if we can hear each other. Over.
Andy, you retracted one of your messages.
Okay. That repeater is 442-850, and the PL is a 131.8. 131.8. Okay, let me take this switch on my 99 alpha and program that frequency, and then we can keep talking if nobody comes in to my FP20. I am talking on my FP70, but then make the changes on the 91A to see if you can hit that repeater. Over.
I gotcha.
Right. Okay, no problem there. Yeah, I know that repeater is it's a link system. It's usually linked across Pennsylvania, damn nearly to Ohio, to Dayton, Ohio. I have spoken to people from the Ohio area and the Pittsburgh area. As far as south down is Baltimore, and I even got Virginia one night. This was like some years ago. Got into Virginia, so yeah, it's a nice system. I know they had it off for a while because you get clowns that likes to do stuff, but other than that, it seems to work out very well. All right, go ahead and try it. I'm trying.
Just like the
here.
wind system.
You go ahead and try it on your side. K6EGG.
I just dialed to the A3 42 A60. I'm pretty going in the PL. Did you copy anything? Oh,
Homeboy's not coming in very good.
No, I don't. I think, okay, the first time you called me on that repeater, was you on that frequency or you was on another one?
It's like we got a Philippine station in
I
there.
used the frequency for the, I think it was 444 or, oh my goodness, right now, 444 150. 444 150. And that's the repeater system from Pennsylvania. The call sign is November 3 Kilo Zulu. November 3 Kilo Zulu repeater system from Pennsylvania. Frequency 444 150. Over.
No idea what they're
I
talking about
understand
here.
what's going on now. I know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
You can talk on that through that repeater on there. You can use that for transmit and receive. That one. The repeater up in
I gotta
down there in
turn my
Princeton,
headphones down a
New
little bit.
Jersey, that repeater is on receive. It can transmit, but it's not. They got the receiver turned off. That's what I think is going on. They probably have it, on standby or something like that. I can hear the repeater identify it, the call sign and the time and everything, but for some strange reason they don't got the receiver turned on where you can get into the system. So that's what's going on. Okay. Well, we can try it another time.
There was nobody talking on here anyway, so it's all good. It sounds like they're trying to work out an issue with their repeater there. Come on, Sam, you're a sad ham. Just kidding, of course. You know what I'm talking about.
In the morning, so in the afternoon, the people were busy installing my antenna. Actually, what happened is I already had the antenna, the gutter house, but because my
Sam's the new official sad ham.
There were some leaks and water damage and tiles were bad, so I put a claim to the insurance and they raised the whole roof today. So I took this opportunity.
Wow, that's just bad.
To move the antenna from the 20 feet above ground to 26 above ground in the center of the house on top of the roof. So that's we are 444 150 in Pennsylvania. Over.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting there. All right. Yeah, 'cause it's a good system. It's a good repeater. When it's up and running. That particular repeater there in Princeton. But they turn it off. They turn it off because they have, like I said, some problems. With people around there doing, stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And, I guess the repeater keeper or the person, the trustee, shuts it down so, it won't be no problems or anything like that there. But, that's one of the reasons why I set up my own stuff over here. Because there was a lot of...
All right. I'm going to get a headache from listening to that. That's what I was going to do. Now am I on my Allstar node? Trying to get my what's it called working here, my clear node. See what I'm on here. Oh, I'm not on anything. Just went to the Sky Hub Denver system again. It's 9:30 over there, so might not have that much activity. Kind of a boring night. I apologize, guys. Matt, you have your you have your extra, don't you? See if I'm still on it here. Making sure nobody was doing a net or anything.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Sky System Hub from Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Just kind of hanging out, see if anybody was listening to any of these repeaters here up in the Denver and Colorado area. Once again, this is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I forgot to put up my my clear node. I have some personal information on here, including my IP address, so I can't put too much on there. That's why I don't do that. But oops. Come on. So basically, I can control everything by this app, ClearNode app. I can add a connection right here. I can go to past connections. Actually, I don't have to worry about showing anything on this screen. Or I can just add in like a number and then add the connection. I can also do it via website, but like I said, I don't want to. There is my personal house IP address on there. I don't want to put that on, even though I go through a DNS server. It's just not too safe to do that. So I decided not to make that happen. But pretty quiet on the Skynet hub. So I'll probably move on. Let's go on UK hub, see if somebody's on there. At least that gives you some sort of a idea.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring HubNet UK. I was wondering if anybody was out there monitoring. in this very early morning over in the UK. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California, United States. Also doing a live stream right now on YouTube with a link on my QRZ site.
LRV. I didn't get your call. I wasn't really listening to the radio. Got the volume turned down. But good morning to the station in the United States.
Copy that. I didn't know if anybody was going to answer because I know it's pretty early there in the morning, but I figure I'd give it a shot. It's 8:30 here in Southern California. My callers are Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, K6EGG. And just to let you know, I'm also doing a live stream on YouTube right now just for fun and making making connections out there. So good morning to you.
Good morning. I think I got that as Kilo 6 Alpha, if that's correct. Name of the centre is Les, Lima Echo Sierra, and I'm in the centre of the country, about 20 miles south of the city of Birmingham, in the county of Worcestershire. So, good morning to you, sir. And as I say, I didn't quite catch the name. You're right, it's very early, it's 4:30. I just got up to get a hot drink, and then I'll probably go back to bed again later. But yes, good morning, and waving a hand to Southern California.
I totally get it, man. The only time I'm up, unless I have to go to work, and it's not too often, I will be this week, up at 4:30 in the morning my time, is to use the bathroom, then I roll back into bed. My first personal here is Greg, Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf, and once again my call letters are K6EGG, Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, so K6EGG.
I'll tell you just in a moment there, Matt.
K6EGG. Good morning, Greg. I'm sure we spoke before. Oh, yes, we did. Oh, back in March. Yes, I couldn't forget to call someone like that, could I? Yeah, I'm not quite firing on all cylinders yet. I've only just had a sip of the coffee. So, yeah, it's, my apologies on that. As I say, you've not got me at my, how can I put this, brightest and best. But yes, I've given up working. As I say, I'm living on the fruits of my labours, so to speak. Yeah, now I had to get up for the loo, and I just suddenly thought, why not? I'll come down and have a quick cup of coffee and then go back to bed. But yes, I was rather surprised to hear anybody on Hubnet at this time of the day in the UK. So, you mentioned you were live streaming at the same time, over?
Copy that. I get it, man. I know if I'm up that early and I stay up, it takes a little while to clear out the cobwebs in the brain and get the computer started up upstairs. So I get it. Yeah, I am live streaming right now. Just kind of doing it for fun, making contacts out there. I have a link on my QRZ site whenever you wake up. I tried to get on earlier to at least my time in the afternoon. There was a net on, I think at 2 p.m. my time, which would be 9 p.m. your time. So I didn't want to interrupt that for obvious reasons, but I figure I'll try now to see if somebody woke up, but maybe I woke them up, they had their scanner going or something. So I really appreciate you getting back to me again. What's your, can you say your call letters phonetically slowly again? I'm sorry, I'm really bad with call letters, no matter what time I wake up. This is Greg, K6EGG.
2-0 LRV returning. Yeah, no problem, Kate. Greg, sorry. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm the same. The call phonetically is 2 Echo 0 Lima Radio Victor, or as I say to a lot of people, Land Rover Vehicle, because that's one of my other hobbies, has been for the last 30 odd years. A lot longer than I've been into radio, let's put it that way. There's all sorts of stuff going on HubNet, and sometimes it's worth listening to, and sometimes it's not. In fact, I think it was that boring on there yesterday. I actually went on HF and I was playing on 2 meters, and so I'm playing on sort of 20 meters, not 2 meters. Yeah, like I say, the brain's not firing on. So yeah, I mean, it's got to.
Les is giggly in the morning.
On HubNet for me to go on HF, but no, I was enjoying it, and it's mostly Europe. Spain, Italy, Portugal. There was a guy coming through, and he's really strong from Finland, but he wanted to speak to people outside Europe. We quite often hear that over here, which is very, very frustrating. Don't often hear people from Finland and Norway and places like that. And when they do come on and they insist they only want to speak outside Europe, it's never mind. Mind you, I've got the Czech Republic and
he is giggly in the morning.
The Czech Republic and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting. As I say, for the first time I've been on HF for months and months and months, but it's great. So oh dear, what was I going to? I was going to ask you something, and I don't know. Oh no, that was my brain not functioning. I was going to say, oh, you're a presser, and then I suddenly realised it's not. It's your name, and it's Greg Presser of Prosser. I ain't got the glasses on. Yeah, unfortunately the QR thing is on the opposite screen. But yes, anyway, enough of my waffle. Back to you, Greg. And dear, what challenged you to pick up the mic tonight? Over.
I was given a little space and see if anybody else wanted to jump in there. I'm just kind of doing it to make some contacts out here, and I always nice talking to nice fellows across the pond. It's good to make the international contacts. Also, I've noticed if I'm talking on bigger systems like the UK hub or hub the UK, they don't mind me talking so much. I know I go on the East Coast reflector. And they would kind of limit you to 10 or 15 minutes, and then it's quiet for 45 minutes after that because nobody wants to talk. So it's always been a pleasure talking on this system. I don't come on here too often, mainly because I'm pretty busy with work. But every time I come on, it's always been a very pleasant experience. Not so much on different stuff across the United States, but I was guessing somebody would pick up, but I was glad to hear you in there, Les, and it sounds like you're enjoying your morning. So I'll let you have your coffee there, and it's good to hear somebody energetic but not yet awake there in the UK. I know it's just about 4:40 a.m. over there, and it's I got to be thinking about getting to bed here in the next hour or so because I got a long couple days ahead of me. I'm checking out your QRZ site as well. Looks like you got some pretty cool antenna set up. Looks like you got a mount on the side of your. Looks like the bricks there, some sort of beam, and then with a VHF UHF antenna. So, all right, Les, you take care. 2 Echo 0 Lima Romeo Victor. You have a very good morning and enjoy the rest of your coffee. And I appreciate you picking up the radio and getting back to me this very early morning over in the UK.
Baz, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you can.
2-0 and I'll be returning. Yeah, no, all copy, Greg. As I say, I'd be surprised if anybody else in the UK picks up. I don't think we don't tend to have many insomniacs over here. about 10 o'clock at night, sometimes 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, no, as I say, I wouldn't worry about using the UK system, especially at this time of the day. It's one of those things, if you leave long gaps, if somebody wants to come in, then they can do. But I would be highly amazed to hear anybody else on tonight. It's the old story, as you said. Like the East Coast Reflector, you get 15 minutes, and then you have to listen to 45 minutes of silence. But you must have more than 15 minutes. That's your fair share, But yeah, it is. You've got to recognise this HubNet is connected globally, so it is a global system, and we have to be fair to the rest of the world. So with that, yes, and as I say, in the photograph of the antennas on the house, you'll notice on the chimney there's two antennas. They're TV antennas, and I live in an RF black hole. So if you look out in the street, every antenna is pointing in a different direction. Nobody's getting a direct TV signal that everybody's picking up off reflecting signals off Lord knows what, and it varies from house to house. So, with that, I'll say 7-3 to you, Greg. And as I say, I'll be here for the next 30-40 minutes. So, if nobody comes back and he wants somebody to talk to, then just give me a shout. And stay safe and enjoy the rest of the rest of the day, rest of the night. I've got no he said it was morning or evening.
He is not a sad ham, by the way, folks.
So, I will enjoy the rest of the day. So don't work too hard, and we'll catch you further down. Cheers and beers from 2E0.
Very good knitter jack tonight.
Have a good one.
Copy that there, Les. I really appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're up, and we have the same thing going on with a little bit older folk in the ham radio hobby. Although there's quite a few younger folk that are insomniacs and that are into the new digital worlds and stuff like that, like the Pi-Star stuff and the DMR and all that stuff. So. We got a little bit of a wide range, and we definitely have a lot of repeater systems here in the States that run 24/7. They might have a little lull for an hour or so, but for the most part, there's always somebody talking or listening. So it's good to hear you popped your radio on first thing when you woke up as you're turning on your human computer there in your brain. So once again, thank you for the QSO and getting back to me in this very early 4:40 a.m. UK time. So take care. And 73s. This is K6EGG, Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. I'm going to be clear. And just like everybody else, if there's anybody else listening, I'm live streaming on YouTube. I have a link on my QRZ page, and or you can type my call letters K6EGG into the search box of YouTube. Once again, have a good one, Les.
I always have a good time talking on this one.
Hey, Greg, and good luck with contact.
All right. I'm going to actually go over to the East Coast Reflector. So anybody new coming over from the UK HubNet, which is probably not too many of you folks, because I know it's fairly early in the morning. I think I do listen to my scanner when I go into bed, so I do listen to it very late and very early in the morning. So I know how that goes. So in fact, I popped out of bed a couple times and jumped on my radio. So hey, Seth is on his what's it called? His Ham Shack hotline. Anyway, sorry. I just realized that. I didn't realize what that button was. He just shut it off. Yeah, I think I'm going to try the East Coast Reflector and not say I'm streaming on YouTube because then they can't say anything to me about it. So they'd asked me not to go on and say They have asked me not to go on and live stream, but they can't control what I do outside of YouTube, but they can't control what I say. So I'm not going to say I'm on YouTube. But I am going to jump on real quick and see if I can make a couple contacts, because that one always seems to be pretty busy. Trying to find it here. So, Matt, I don't know if you're still watching, but I'm just going through my see if you can see the different Allstar nodes there. So, wow, that looks very yellow. Fix that right up. Well, maybe we can crash their party. That was my stomach, by the way, if you guys heard that. Trying to find the East Coast reflector here.
Like 14.
I'm on it now. We'll see what happens.
KE8FFKKD6CWI. Hey, I'm not familiar with the prices on the ground beef, but I'm familiar with the steaks.
Talking about ground beef.
Did you glance at how much the steaks are going for over there? And I'll give you an idea what the price difference is from here to there. And yeah, so my wife buys the...
Seth, are you connected through the Ham Shack hotline? Is that how you connected there?
The per pound on the beef, ground beef. But if you know the steaks, just give me an idea how much the steaks are going per pound.
That's why.
You know, and what kind of steak is it? Is it a T-bone, prime rib, or New York steak?
Sorry, I just had a work email drop through.
KE8FFK for ID. A ribeye, about $13. A Angus beef ribeye, about $12. Then you get into flat irons, you're looking at about $20 a steak for a pound. Roger. E8FFKKD6CWI. Yeah, I'm looking in the internet right now. Albertson is selling the T-bone. Probably it's a 29% price drop at $11.99 per pound. We usually buy the steaks in.
It's like I'm not going to be able to jump in here.
But I think
at least it's active.
Like $25 something, 25 or under $30 per pound. Well, we don't buy a lot. I mean, I will buy like maybe one packet of two, and then just a monthly thing, just to eat that, and the rest I think my wife buys it on grocery outlet. Grocery outlet is pretty much good prices over here. I don't know if you have it there in Ohio. Back to you. got Sam's Club, we've got Costco, we've got Aldi, and then Kroger and a couple of other companies that sort of try to be competitive, but they're not really. For instance, here, $11.99 a pound, or around $13.19 each for a T-bone steak, which is up quite a bit. I mean, it used to be around, if I recall, $7 or $8, but that's still not as bad as the gas prices. We're at, I think, for premium, which is 93 octane, $4.49 right now a gallon, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute since I filled up, but that's
Same
a lot,
here. I fill up like once every couple months. I have a Chevy Volt. So you know what? I think that
in any case,
I think I'm gonna call it a night here. I got kind of a long week. Actually, I don't have another day off till I believe I have to double check here. Let me go through my schedule. I don't want to put my schedule online. My next day off is the 19th. I'm planning on going to a local fair here the 19th, although I have a night off on the 18th. I might be able to go live on the 11th. Also, might be able to go live the 15th as well. So after that, it goes. It starts to get a little bit. I'd say a little bit better with more time off, especially getting into June where I got some more time off. So I'm looking forward to that. So the other thing is I'm going to do some more live streams from work. Do some mobile live streams as well. Maybe you get me driving into work or something like that. Like I did on my drive to Vegas, which a lot of people didn't think was a good idea, but I actually kind of like that. People were able to track my whereabouts, and I actually got a pretty good following from that drive. So I just being in LA traffic, you got to be on the ball, so to speak, is paying attention a little more. Driving through the desert, obviously you need to be as well, but driving in a metropolitan highway system like Los Angeles is a very dynamic situation to be in. I do have some sort of auto drive that I wouldn't say I depend on, but I do look to as a added tool to get me safely to work. So I have that going, and I had that going on my when I was doing my live stream, like lane departure. I have the active cruise, so it'll speed up and slow down in case objects get in front of me. So I'm not saying that it's safe, but I just use that as a point of reference in case I do my mind does drift a little bit, because I do drive quite often. Spend about 2.5 hours a day in my mobile, so it's a lot of time in a car. So I'm actually looking forward to getting possibly a Model S in the next year or two, probably closer to the second year because of the wait time. But looking forward to adding that. My wife's getting a new car, hopefully in another couple weeks. We ordered it about 2 weeks ago. It should be here in another 4 or 5 weeks, right after Labor Day. I think it's coming in. So my plan is right now is to do a live stream on Wednesday afternoon my time around 1:30 p.m. My time, Pacific time. So whatever time zone you're in, adjust for that. At least that's the plan right now. I really appreciate everybody watching tonight. And once again, anybody new to the channel, most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And Seth, I'll be studying up on my general. If you notice, I've been starting to work on it. I worked on it a little bit last night, a little tiny bit this morning. Just been super busy. Matt, 73s. By the way, Matt, I might fly to work on Thursday, depending on the quote-unquote marine layer. If you've ever heard about that here in Southern California. If it's too thick, I won't be able to fly into Santa Monica with my buddy Warren, and we'll have to commute in. But not too big of a deal. It's not too bad the time of day where I'm going. I should have to be there at 5 a.m., so I'm not too concerned about that. But anyways, I appreciate everybody out there watching tonight, and anybody new joining in on the live stream tonight. I did see a couple new new people in the chat. Baz Parker. Thank you for making a comment in there. Yeah, it was a little bit delayed. Did I see anybody else new? Maybe not. But yeah, I'll connect over to your. Excuse me. I'll connect over to your node again sometime, Matt. We can chat a little more. But I think the Vox sounding you're hearing is either my audio clipping or the internet kind of dropping. Although I have a pretty solid internet connection on my side. I have a Frontier Fios, and as you see from the stream, it probably doesn't cut out. And I'm using a heck of a lot of bandwidth, over 10 megs right now, to push this 1080p at 60 frames signal into the YouTube servers there. So anyways, I appreciate everybody watching again tonight or this morning in about 5 minutes, wherever you guys were in the UK or anything like that on the East Coast. So take care. This is Greg, K6EGG. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you hopefully Wednesday. What? Wait, hold on. I got right before I was going to hit the button. You are correct. And the first thing I remember, because I was working at Staples Center that day and hearing that he crashed in a helicopter, was why the heck would he be flying in this weather? I know he took off from Orange County, and generally that airport is, I wouldn't say it's fogged in, but we had a rainstorm early that week, and usually after the rainstorm we get that marine layer because the damp air. He took off in it and never saw ground as far as what I heard. So, and it was pretty thick that day. I remember driving into work going, but I mean, LAX can operate for the most part. They just, they space out a little more with Cat 2 landings. But anyways, take care. This is Greg, K6EGG. By the way, Matt, look me up on Instagram. I could put my I don't know if you're an NBA fan. I have a picture with me and Kobe, sort of, kind of, right in there. I used to work a lot of NBA and stuff like that, so I had a lot of interesting meetings with some former and current players. So anyways, check that out. I'll take care. Sorta what? I can't remember what I said. Sorta with. Sorta interesting. I'm going to leave it at sorta. I know we've talked privately about this, Seth, and I'm not going to say it publicly because I'm still working. Sort of a photo. Well, it's a photo, me miking up Kobe Bryant for an interview. So it's definitely a photo with him. I wasn't like posing with him, but I was in the room with him for about half hour, and we're talking between breaks. So I wasn't, kind of. I mean, I had to say something to him. I usually don't even look those guys in the eye. If they're not, I'll talk to them if they're, say something to me, but 9 times out of 10, some of these people are kind of nervous right before the interview, or they're already uptight and they don't want to be putting a mic on, and me going in their shirt and trying to like put the mic on. They're like, who is this guy? Why is he putting his hand up my shirt? So a lot of famous people's shirts. This hand's been up. So, all right, now I'm going to call it. I'll talk to you guys later. This is Greg, K6EGG.